I see you gather before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes.
After the Battle of Kaer Morhen, the defenders licked their wounds and mourned their losses, save Ciri, who began to plan a revenge. She woke Geralt one night and urged him to travel with her to Velen, to the top of Bald Mountain, where she knew she'd find Imlerith. She had decided he had to die.
Geralt? Avallac'h claims vanity is Imlerith's greatest weakness.
Vanity?
Any foe he faces, he strives to impress. The other one, Caranthir, is said to be secretive and pragmatic. Hardly surprising, given he was Avallac'h's student.
Should I shoot?
Serve the ladies.
But he's an outsider!
Let them approach.
But...
They've come for the feast. Wouldn't do to cast them out.
Didn't come to celebrate. We need to get to the top of the mountain.
The gate is shut. You'll not pass. But we've fires down that away, with food and drink aplenty. Sit down beside one, and perhaps this year the ladies will descend. Give us the privilege of seeing them.
We thank you for the invitation. Be glad to sit down, right?
Speak for yourself.
Come with me.
Mentioned a gate. Said we wouldn't pass.
Only the chosen visit the ladies. Every year, young lads and lasses climb the mount, but never more than 3.
Let me guess. The young lads and lasses don't return.
No, they return happy and radiant. But rare is the one who then stays in Velen. Off they go to seek fortune in the wider world.
Ladies of the Wood visit you?
If they favor us. My father told me they descended once. Passed from fire to fire, listening to hopes and grievances. So each year, we wait for them to walk amongst us once more.
Haven't done it in a long time, then.
No point waiting to see if we'll get lucky.
Yeah, we gotta try to reach the peak. This celebration, what's it about?
What do you need to know, Wanderer?
No need for anger. The White Ones serve the ladies as we do now. We send them gifts all year long. And on this night, they repay us with their blessing.
I met one of your gifts to the crones. Snivelling, scared to death, and about 8 years old.
Stay calm. Said the ladies bestow blessings on you.
Aye, for our lives turn thus. First a summer of labouring neath the hot sun, then autumn rains, then a winter of death. Then we await spring, when all that is dead is born anew. And from our blood and sweat the oak bears acorns, at times few, at times a handful.
What do you do with the acorns?
The Velen elders gather, hold council. Some favour grinding them to spread on the fields for a rich harvest. Others want them given to a cunning woman who'd make medicine for consumption.
A handful of enchanted acorns is enough for all Velen.
'Tis never enough.
Your children. Why do the ladies need them?
We know not and never ask.
You don't know? Then let me tell you.
Tell us instead what a peasant, his own young and starving, is to do with a wandering war orphan. You're not from here. Don't judge us by others' laws.
Heard enough about this. We've got other questions. We should be going.
Eager to see the ladies. I share your yearning.
We're afire with yearning. Come, Geralt. We must get there before daybreak.
Go to the tent and stand before Thekla. She's the one who decides who's worthy to face the ladies.
Creatures into the world neath a human veil. He can never know. We each one.
Yeah?
So long.
Grandmother said they came down the mountain just before daybreak. My, they're fine.
Good ladies, merciful ladies. My grandson, give him out.
Look, a child.
No, a godling. I know him. Name's Johnny.
Well, old B, you're back. And I see you found your lass. I'm Johnny. We've had the pleasure already. A bit one-sided though it was. See, I saw you running. Your back to me, as I was having the pleasure of... Oh, 'tis a long story.
They call me Ciri. Nice to meet you.
How are things, Johnny?
Health's good, so no complaints. What brings you here?
What are you doing here? Last we met, you and the crones weren't exactly friends.
I got an invitation I couldn't refuse, same as every year. In their peculiar way, the crones tolerate my presence and wish to see me at their Sabbath. So I come, wander about, and go home with the rising sun. What about you?
We gotta climb the mountain. Can you help?
I'd rather try to dissuade you. I'm certain that would be in vain. The lass, she as stubborn as you?
Even more so.
Figured as much. Oh. Path to the peak starts there, past the gate. But only old Thekla's got the key, so since you shan't ever get it, you best turn back now.
The key. Why do you doubt we can get it?
Good grief, you're worse than children. 3 souls are allowed atop the mountain, and only strapping young lads or comely lasses among them. They get the key, open the gate, and meet the ladies.
I believe I qualify.
But he's old and ugly. What good is he?
Pretty damn good at finding lost voices.
Then go find the voice of reason. It'll tell you to turn back. There's no fooling with the ladies.
We're here to find an elf named Imlerith. Ciri thinks he might be a guest of the Crones.
Big bloke, in full plate? Going the right way. He's atop the mountain, all right.
You've seen him?
Saw him in the bog first. Water froze beneath his horse's hooves. Then I saw him again yesterday, heading up this path. Why are you looking for him?
He killed my friend.
Wouldn't seek revenge if I were you. Even the ladies bow and scrape before that one.
Gotta get to the summit. Simple as that.
It's Thekla you'll need to convince. She's blind as your bum, but she won't be fooled.
We shan't try to trick her.
She sits in that tent over yonder. I wish you luck, and do hope we meet again, someday. Moons are rising, owls hoot, fire's just a gleam.
It's not ready.
One night we got to fill our bellies to the brim. None of ye is worthy.
Whoa now.
It's clearing up.
Who's that? Well, come on, come closer, girl. Aye. What's she like?
Narrow hips, sparkly eyes, a striking feisty lass.
Never had a man. Never mind. Got me answer. I choose you, girl. This night you shall see the ladies.
Ciri?
Wonderful. Who wouldn't want to meet the ladies? My companion comes with me.
What else is the cat dragged in?
It's grey and veiny, got a scar, and eyes like a viper.
Aye. Stinks of clotted blood and corpses. Plus it's old and infertile. I reject ye, freak. The girl will ascend alone.
What's this about? What have you chosen her for?
Tell him.
Each year, 3 chosen have the honour to meet the ladies.
What happens after they've had this honor?
When they return, they speak of the past no more. Joy rules them and they start life anew. The lads were not the first to be chosen this day, but the moon hangs high, so she's like to be the last.
You misjudged me. I'm worthy as anyone.
Girl?
He's sprier than any youth. Only smells like corpses because he kills monsters. And he'll kill any who stand in his way.
Perhaps I was mistaken. Perhaps there's life in him yet. By ancient right you may appeal my choice, but to do so you must best the challenge.
What kind of challenge?
Tell him.
You must descend into the cave and bathe in the waters below the earth.
What's the catch?
The water's deep. The water's murky.
I accept the challenge.
Come. Look this over. A coin from days of yore. Falker burns on its reverse, so they call it the Defier's Oran. Now, bring me the coin. Something's afoot.
Beginning to worry.
Something's afoot.
Come, let's get the key.
Something's nigh. They're back. What do you want?
Can't help but be curious. What's at the summit?
Tell him.
The ladies dwell there, but only the chosen may look upon them.
I know that. I want.
You'll learn nothing else here.
Got that coin you tossed in the lake.
It reeks of sludge.
Nothing I can do about that. So, gonna keep your word?
I always do, my boy. Show the coin to the gatekeeper past the threshold. He'll know it's mine. Marika will open the gate for ye. Now go.
That went smoothly.
Weren't the one to do the diving in that cave.
Stop whining. You're a witcher. You've dived in murkier waters.
Yeah, have to tell you about the time I hunted a Zoogle.
Last of the chosen will now ascend the mount to the
Hey? Hey?
Six, 7, Hatton. What's your name, girl?
What's yours?
Your name don't matter. Atop the peak, you'll lose it and get another. You may go. And you?
Got something to do up there, so just let us through.
Giving me orders? You, a human?
I passed the trial. Here's proof. Recognize it?
The Defier's Orin. A death sentence.
One tough son of a bitch.
We've no time to lose. I'll tend to Imlerith, you take the crones. Avalark said they dwell below the oak, among its roots.
No chance. I'm going after Imlerith.
Fine, let's play for it. Rock, paper, scissors. Damn it! 2 out of 3!
Imlerith's a bigger threat than the crones. I should face him.
I'm no worse a fighter than you.
We both know that's not true. Listen to me this once.
But...
No buts.
Fine. Be careful.
You too.
I must get down there. Oh, hell. I guess I must jump.
More meat.
How was he? He lived a life of love and knew no bitterness. Welcome, child of the Elder Blood. We knew you would return.
Your taste lingers on our tongues.
You've talked enough.
Naughty, naughty girl! You will die here now!
He must be punished.
You'll regret that mistake. Naughty, naughty girl! You will die here now!
Come here. Damn it.
Imlerit's at the summit. Gotta be. Place of power. Should draw from it.
sisters said you would come. They saw you arrive in the water's surface. They did not see the girl. But she is with you, is she not?
I'm here alone.
A lie which will change nothing. First you, then her.
What now, you piece of filth? Damn, you're ugly. Damn it. Not good.
Who taught you to fight like this?
The Witcher you slew.
Moja.
We did it.
Barely. How'd it go down there?
I slew only 2 of the crones. The third fled, with Vesemir's medallion. My sole memento.
You avenged Vesemir.
Avelarg claims vengeance is only ever satisfying when served cold. He's wrong. Now to find Eredin and kill him. Honorin, for your thoughts?
Wondering what to tell Yennefer when we get to Novigrad.
Tell her the truth. Always. I wonder if Triss and Yennefer have found the sorceresses at the lodge. We ought to rejoin them.
Yeah, let's get going.
Thank you for coming with me.
Come here.
Let's go.
The oak is dead.
The oak, the crones. I fear that was your last feast.
What of our acorns?
Don't know, don't care.
You must learn to live without them.
This is no longer no man's land. It's no longer the lady's land. It's all yours.
But what are we to do?
Come, Geralt. It's time.
Manage. On your own.
Then non-humans. Thought it was mages the hunters and the temple guard were after.
Mages left. Hunters needed a new quarry. Hatred and prejudice will never be eradicated. And witch hunts will never be about witches. To have a scapegoat, that's the key. Humans always fear the alien, the odd. Once the mages had left Novigrad, folk turned their anger against the other races. And as they have for ages, branded their neighbors their greatest foes.
Dundee Lion! Ready some tankards with guests!
Geralt! Ciri! When I learned Geralt had found you...
Glad to see you in one piece too, Dandelion.
Where have you two been?
Just finished hunting down the crones of Velen and a general of the Wild Hunt.
Well, you've had a busy morning then, haven't you?
In fact, you look terrible. Like you could really use some rest.
Gladly take some. Point me to a room.
Of course. Come on, little swallow. I'll take you.
Let's meet later, Geralt. I've a little matter to resolve. I'll freshen up, then await you in the square in Gildorf.
Right. Anyone here besides us? Lodge of Sorceresses. Triss and Yen were supposed to gather the remnants.
They're working on it. Triss is upstairs, waiting for you. Yennefer's gone to Crippled Cates.
Yen? At that portside dive? Why?
Didn't inform me. Imagine that. Ah, and that elf of yours moved into the Ruby Suite. Told me to tell you he's waiting too.
Gave him your best room?
He didn't exactly ask. I prepared another room for him, but he blew past me and locked himself in the Ruby. Hasn't peeked out since. Barely eats, drinks only water, and the only thing I've heard from him is, I wish to know when Windblade and Zuriel arrive.
Thanks. Looks like I'll have my hands full.
Help me pull back out. Oh, what's the rush? Not met before. In Lockwood, chaps.
Oh, apologies. Everyone to me! To me!
Ah. Watch your step.
Boy. Hey there. What for? Life kick you in the ass? Had enough? Terrible beast prowls the sewers down that way. Best avoid you altogether. Devoured dozens of ends, folks.
Boot prints. Large. A man's most likely. Thought only women came looking for the cursed prints. A woman's prints alongside. Single set. She came alone. Slash wounds made by a blade. No monster did this. Slash wounds made by a blade. No monster did this.
Oh, no, you don't. Hear me? Don't you dare. Please, don't do this to me.
Shani?
Geralt?
What are you doing here?
I'm trying to save his life. Help me.
Shani, calm down. He's dead.
I'm sure something can be done.
Let it go.
Damn it! All for nothing.
You did all you could.
Thanks, Geralt. It's, good to see you.
You too. Lost track of you after I left Vizima. Where'd you go? What have you been doing?
Long story short, I've been treating the sick and wounded, as always. Mainly at my clinic in Oxenfurt. But in Redania, I'm called on to help the army at times as well.
I'll want to hear the long story long, too.
Sure. But, once we're out of these sewers.
Redanian army force you to come here, too? Or are you just down here for a pleasant stroll?
Got our orders this morning. I came down here with a whole unit, but something attacked us.
What attacked you? Get a good look at it?
No. I started running as soon as it appeared. It was huge. Spat venom and made these slurping sounds. That's all I know.
Doesn't sound like a major necrophage or a pack of drowners.
No. This was one thing. Big, but one. Somebody threw a torch at it. Monster couldn't have cared less.
All right. Not afraid of fire. Good to know. The soldier. He's someone important to you?
His name was Knowles. Supposed to go on leave next week. Now he won't. Nor will the rest of his unit.
How many were they?
A whole squad. 6 brave boys. All dead.
Why'd they send you down here? Only if it's not confidential, of course.
I need a venom sample. From the beast that prowls these sewers. It doesn't just kill those who come down here, you know. The water in so many wells is contaminated. Folk are getting ill. Redanian soldiers among them.
Plan to kill the beast. Bring you a sample of its venom after I do.
Nice of you to offer. But I'd rather go with you. Collect the sample myself.
Creature's dangerous. You saw what it can do.
I'm a big girl, Geralt. I can take care of myself. And you know I'll get my way, so don't try and talk me out of anything.
Fine. Your choice. So show me where the monster attacked you.
This way.
Grating's badly bent. Something large struck it, with a lot of momentum.
I shut it as I fled. The monster must have slammed into it.
Glad it held up. Though now we need to find a way around it.
Is it worth searching outside?
Actually, just hoping the monster's blow weakened one of the walls. Careful. Monster might still be here. Soldiers from your escort?
Yes. That's them. Vern, Miklas. Poor boys.
Beast doesn't play around, apparently.
They saved my life.
Know them well?
Him, I met this morning. But Vern and I served together at the Battle of Dorian. Miklas only enlisted this Yule.
Sorry.
Once you kill this beast, we'll have to send someone down here to collect their bodies. Give them a proper burial.
What exactly happened?
We came in here and Miklas started looking for tracks. Then drowners attacked. The men made quick work of them. But Franz was injured. His leg. He and I stayed behind. I tried to bandage him up while Knowles stood watch. Then that beast appeared. Knowles pushed me towards the exit and ran at the monster. I turned around and saw him lying there, covered in a sticky substance.
I ran back to get him, then dragged him to where you found us.
Where was the monster?
Well, Miklas and Vern had driven it away from us. And paid dearly for it.
Managed to get a look at what attacked you?
Everything happened so fast. I didn't get a good look, no. Only saw it from behind. I know it was large and slimy.
Gotta look around. Man you patched up, is he here?
Franz? I don't see him. Think the monster might have dragged him off?
Could have. Beast probably crawled in or out through here. It's deep.
Lower level of the sewers has been closed off for years. But Vern, the commander, had a skeleton key.
See if I can't find it.
Got the key.
Good. Let's get going.
Legend going around about this monster being a prince turned into a toad. A curse or something.
I've heard. A lot of women have fallen for it. I find out who started that rumor, I'll strangle them.
So, don't believe it?
I studied medicine, not literature. I stopped believing in fairy tales long ago.
Another unfortunate romantic came to lift a prince's curse, found a hideous death instead. Shawty, watch out! Move! Come on, come closer. A woman. Must have come here hoping to find her prince.
What do you want, Geralt?
Body's basically intact, just half covered in slime.
Watch out! Move!
Didn't suffer. Woman's corpse, soaked in slime. Beast must have left it for later. Shawty, watch out! Move!
Hideous creatures.
You all right?
Fine. Look, it's Franz.
What's left of him, you mean?
What kind of beast would do that?
A lot of flowers.
Does that mean anything?
Well, means our monster doesn't attack them. Seems they get along with whatever's prowling the sewers. Some kind of symbiosis. Interesting.
What?
Franz had a leg wound, right?
Mm-hmm. Just above the knee.
Managed to apply anything to it?
Yes. Some spirit, but that was it. Why do you ask?
Look, half of Franz's leg is gone. Monster must have chewed it off. Other bodies were untouched, except for the wounds they sustained in battle.
Are you suggesting the beast likes alcohol?
Mm-hmm. Mixed with blood. Doubt we'll learn anything else here. We need to find the lair.
Right behind you.
Odd smell. Another unfortunate romantic. Blood came to lift the prince's curse. Must have come through here instead. Shawnee, watch out! Move! Redanian soldier. Came down to hunt the beast alone, maybe. Must have come here hoping to find her prince. Shawnee, watch out! Move!
Yes?
Woman, 30 or so. Strange, no visible wounds. Died of exhaustion trying to escape. Terrible way to go. A woman. Must have come here hoping to find her prince. Monster left via this tunnel.
We'll never make it through there. Need to find another way.
Shawnee, can you get your sample here?
Sure, along with a bunch of dirt, rubble, and drowner droppings. I need a clean sample. From the lair, that'd be best.
Loads of slime here. Enough for your sample? Another unfortunate romantic came to lift the curse, found a hideous death instead. Another unfortunate romantic came to lift a prince's curse, found a hideous death instead. Woman's corpse, soaked in slime. Beast must have left it for later. Shawnee, watch out! Move! Another unfortunate romantic came to lift a prince's curse, found a hideous death instead. To get out. Futile effort. Dead drowners everywhere.
Strange. Seems the monster tolerated them.
Long as they don't get too close, I guess. Decaying corpses, slime everywhere, and that stench. This has to be the lair. Fresh and moist. Beast was just here.
I'll collect my sample.
All the tunnels and corridors converge here.
What now?
Need to lure the beast.
How? We don't even know what kind of monster it is.
But we do know it likes a blend of blood and liquor. Just so happens I've got some alcohol on me.
Well, I hope you don't plan to cut yourself or...
Relax. Plenty of bodies. I'll use one of them. Sample you collected enough?
Hope so. But I'd still like to get some pure venom. Once you've killed the monster.
To distill an antidote? No use for it once the beast's dead.
Not true. I have a few poison patients on hand. Besides, I can study the venom, test it, maybe discover some interesting properties.
I'll get to work.
I doubt I'd be much help in the fight, but you might need me afterwards. I'll look for a hiding place.
You'd be better off waiting for me up top, or back home.
But...
No buts. Wait in the passage for now if you have to, though I'd rather you didn't. But when the monster shows, you run for the surface.
Fine.
Shani, look at me. Promise you'll stay out of it.
I promise.
Good. Now go hide.
Be careful, Geralt.
Halavath, Galavekar. Gadarash Isle Woot.
What's going on?
Ah, he's finally come to. And he can speak human, turns out. Started thinking I'd not conversed in common the whole way, except maybe with me reflection in the piss bucket.
Where am I?
On the Albatross, or the Fakbarth Isle, as their strange tongue has it. En route to Afir.
Don't remember signing on as a sailor.
Oh, you didn't, mate. They dragged you aboard. Seems you killed their prince.
Oh, toad in the sewers. Damn it. Should consider myself lucky, I guess. Could have killed me on the spot.
Depends how you look at it. Happen to know a bit of a theory. Heard them saying they come here on a mission, dispatched by the king to find their prince, lift his curse. Wagered their honor, and that of their families 5 generations back, that they'd bring him home, safe and sound.
And I killed him. Great. So, must think they can save their honor by bringing the prince's murderer back to face the king's justice. And who might you be?
Felipe Caligrand, at your service. Petty thief, professional fence, and your guide about Oxenfurt. One of a bit of time.
Mm-hmm. And why are you here? You kill a prince too?
Well, to their thinking, I had a hand in this one's death. See, I was their guide. Led them down into the sewers. But not until after you'd cut their prince's gut open.
Sorry about that.
Not your fault, mate. When all said and done, I could have sat on my arse in the alchemy playing Gwent. Didn't have to brag about knowing Oxenfurt better than my own breeches.
We been at sea long?
Dunno rightly. Not that long. Though, on the other hand... But what's it matter, any road?
Matters a lot. If they're hauling me off to hang me, I'm not in a hurry to arrive.
Hey, I'm glad to be such.
Sure they're not black horses with white stripes?
Nay, black horses with white stripes they got in Zanguebar. That I'm sure of.
Listen, there was a young woman, a medic, red hair. They capture her too?
Don't recall seeing anyone of the sort. You were alone.
Good. Tried to break out yet?
Used every ounce of charm I got. Nothing doing. Might be my Aetheri's rusty.
My Aetheri's non-existent.
Well, we'll be at sea at least a month. I'll teach you something that time.
Elkal Orial.
What's that mean?
Told us to shut up.
There's been a misunderstanding. Can I talk to your captain?
Alakal Sorkan. Galabat Kar U Albata again.
Quiet, dog. You killed our prince, and you'll pay for that.
Gileam Valar. Karvareta Ner.
You'd be dead already.
Revhaga ne Aram e
Vengeance is not ours to reap, Anna.
Dorgate ya Alamis.
We swore on our honor.
How do I say? Take me to your captain.
Vailth Alakhe ul Igulath.
What?
Elkal!
Vailth.
Vailth. Alage ur Igileth.
Elkal. Inkal avr ikel ugehereven ulviter. Inch afal Goliath.
What just happened? What did he say?
Said to sit quiet, and that you'll hang in 2 weeks. And then he added something like, "We'll see who's in the mood for jokes then."
Why? What did I say?
Along the lines of, "I want your nose bouncy bouncy." Utter nonsense.
Great.
Give it a rest. No point talking to that lot. All you get's angry gurgles. And they puff up, you notice? Like them fish. What's it they're called?
There anyone here who speaks common?
Ah, there's this mercenary with him. Looks Aedirnian to me. He's the one recruited me to show him through the sewers. Oh, and the mage what leads them knows a bit. Heard him talking.
Sleep's not what I need. Someone I...
Greetings, Geralt. Remember me?
I remember. We met in White Orchard. You're...
Gaunter O'Din, known also as Master Mirror. I helped you find your Yennefer. We meet again. And it seems you need my help again. Heard a noose awaits you. That is, if this slop doesn't kill you first.
How'd you get in here?
Long story, but it bore you. I'd prefer to... Because you do wish to disembark.
Yeah, sure. But what...
Oh, more than you'd ever expect. I shall help you, Geralt. But before I do, I must know you'll return the favor.
Right. Can't possibly get something for nothing.
Indeed. When all's said and done, I am a merchant. So, do you want my help?
Yes.
It's a deal. Once it's all over, we shall meet at midnight at the crossroads, neath the willows near... Ah, and I must give you something to remember me by.
What's that?
A mark to show we're associates.
Who you gabbing with?
With no one.
Never liked boats. Not one bit. They heave like devils. Make me stomach churn. It'd be prime to sleep through the whole...
Didn't bargain for no storm. I fear that means a tidy jump in my fee.
To Ophir get us safe. The king's reward will be generous.
What about the prisoner?
Before the king we must bring him. On doing so, my honor relies.
Can't we just bring your king the bastard's head? like we're doing with the other?
The other drowned. We could do nothing. We deliver live this one. Apart from all else, the hell the king is sure to condemn him to. I wish to see.
What kind of hell?
Tarring, flaying, and quartering. This the punishment for regicide and gangs.
Pathetic.
Tefan ish azes.
Too late to surrender. Faster.
Smile fair as spring, as towards him he draws you. His tongue sharp and silvery as he implores you. Your wishes he grants as he swears to adore you. Gold, silver, jewels, he lays riches before you. Dues need be repaid, and he will come for you. All to reclaim, no smile to console you. He'll snare you in bonds, eyes glowing a fire, to gore and torment you till the stars expire.
I knew you'd come.
You a soothsayer?
It matters little who I am. Your escape, I made it possible. Previously, Yennefer, you found her thanks to me, so you feel you owe me.
Memento you gave me. Pretty effective reminder.
That is its purpose. Incidentally, I find it quite funny how even the most rotten scoundrels have this inner compunction to repay debts of gratitude. Humans, elves, dwarves, all races. You really must explain that to me one day. As for the here and now, tell me, how'd you manage with your theories?
You appeared out of nowhere, disappeared just as mysteriously, summoned a storm. Let me guess. You're a mage.
Oh, please, no. I cannot stand spells. Childish hocus pocus. It's just not interesting. What I find fascinating are true tales, true human lives, like the one I shall tell you now. It's about a man, worse than most. A vulgar, despicable man with a heart of stone. A man who refuses to pay his debts.
Really think this'll interest me? Any reason why?
He's wronged you as well. His name is Olgierd von Everec.
What did he do to you?
Before I reveal this, I'd like to make one thing very clear. Olgierd von Everec did willfully and maliciously conspire to cause you to kill a man who might have been cured. Had I not intervened, you would have lost your head for this. Do you know why he did it? Because he's a degenerate monster in human flesh who feeds on the pain and suffering of others.
Well, you clearly don't like him. What did he do to you?
He and I made a pact. A pact under which I called on my many and now the time's come to pay.
Need me to collect a debt? I'm not some hired muscle.
Muscle is not what this requires. It needs a soul intelligent.
Pure flattery, that.
Of course it is. After all, I am...
Where's like?
Surfeit. Abundance for the body and soul. You will lack your body. Agile as never before. Your mind faster than lightning.
Sure sounds generous. And all that for my help.
Just one.
What did you do for Olgierd? Break him out?
In some sense, yes. I remember that day quite well. There was a light drizzle, yet the cold tore right through you. Olgierd appeared at the break of dawn, gaunt as a rail, his shirt moth-eaten. Seemed to have naught but the sword at his side. It quite pained me to look at him. He asked for help, and yet afterwards, he turned his back, shunned me, sends me off when I dare ask for payment. Even he's thus left me no option but to invoke the term.
How much does he owe you?
Gentlemen don't discuss coin.
Need to know the details.
I'm no usurer to lend coin for interest. No. What Olgierd owes me is far more personal than shiny things that clink. As much as I regret it, I can say no more. I must respect his privacy.
Know what? This business, it's between you two. Rather not get involved.
Before you decide, please hear me out. You shall see Olgierd, or, as they say in the West...
What about you? Call yourself a man of many talents? Can't you take...
Therein lies the catch. But I cannot fulfill them myself directly. Making use in...
So what you need's a sucker.
What I need is an...
What do you expect me to do?
To start with, join me in... I believe, however, that all will end well.
Right. Specifics...
He does. He may ask 3 things...
All seems a little shady. Your help, your pact with Olgierd, his 3 requests.
Think it over. I agree you've no a priori reason to trust me. But, as it happens, I was in the right place at the right time to help you. And it's also...
To my mind, not so much.
Come with me to see Olgierd. You shall see he... as he treated yours when he sent you to...
Fine. I'll go see Olgierd with you, but no promises.
That is all I ask.
Now...
Naturally. Go. You will not regret.
Another debt to collect?
Perhaps.
Hey!
Fucking wanker. Personally, I like getting good at bollocks.
Well, look who's here. The Witcher with a stick up his ass. What's new? Got a growth on your platter there. You catch some kind of a theory pox?
Could say so. Manor's burning, you noticed?
That?
Plain to see. Where's Olgierd?
Damned if I know. Must be somewhere hereabouts.
No! Please! I beg you!
Shut your trap!
Let me go! Leave me be!
Shut it!
I ate with yous, drank with yous, fought beside yous, and you'd kill me now? I'm one of yous!
You might have been, but not no more you ain't.
What's he guilty of?
What the fuck's it to you? Not your concern, mate.
Whoa, nerves a little raw? Why?
You deaf! Get the fuck out of here, freak!
All I want is to know what exactly is going on here.
Well, you're not gonna know. Sod off!
I'll leave as soon as you tell me.
Aren't you a thorny prick up the arse? Ataman said to kill him!
Got your answer. Happy? Now piss off. We've work to do.
Wait. I know Olgierd wants him dead. Still don't know why, though.
Just what the fuck is it to you, anyhow?
Nothing really. Just curious.
Cocksucker violated our chivalric code. Just one penalty for that. Death.
What is this row? Are you not done with it? My ears wither from the screams. Ah, Geralt. As you've returned, might I assume you've cleared the sewers? Or have you not been there?
You killed my father!
Not I.
You lie! Whoreson!
That man killed him. Alone. Unbeknownst to me. Out of fury, for your father refused us hospitality. For this willful violation of the chivalry code, he was summarily executed himself. Anything else I might do for you? Take her away. Now, where were we?
Really necessary, that whole show?
Ah, show? Come now. A man must display some madness from time to time. Helps him feel alive. Dare say you know what I mean, judging by the mark on your face.
You're immortal?
Depends on your understanding of the term. Indeed, I cannot be killed. But it's not at all what folk imagine. Not dying does not mean eternally living your life to the full.
So it's a curse?
A curse? No, wouldn't call it that. I'll put it this way. You must be careful what you wish for, lest your wish be granted. For there are consequences.
Not sure I follow.
You know very little can hurt you. So you take wild risks. Chase extreme sensations. There comes a point you've done it all. It all seems boring and monotonous. The trick's to plough through that moment. Go further. Reach beyond what's known as possible.
Know what this is?
I cannot be certain, but I've my suspicions. That's a dangerous man you've chosen to deal with, Witcher.
Killed the beast in the sewers.
Congratulations are in order then. Your reward. You're also welcome to take what you wish from the manor house, if anything's left uncharted. Was it a tough fight?
I sliced its gut open, and it turned into a man. You know that would happen?
Of course he did. He'd never have dragged you into this elsewise.
Gaunter Odin. Come to cast aspersions?
No. I've come to collect a debt.
You know you first must...
Grant you 3 requests. by proxy. I present to you my champion, Geralt of Rivia.
That true? You know the Toad was a cursed prince?
He didn't just know. He brought about the curse himself. Did he not mention that bit? Well then, allow me to tell it. Quite the gripping story. Olgierd once loved a beautiful maiden named Iris. Yet, her parents chose to offer her hand to the Crown Prince of Ophir. Olgierd grew to hate the poor sot. At first, he wished to kill him, then decided this would be too simple. So, instead, he condemned the prince to a base life in a toad's bloated corpus. Yet he grew bored of watching him suffer and decided to end it. By your hand.
Remind me, Odin. Who was to fulfill my last 3 requests?
My assistant, Geralt.
Then be gone. I don't wish to look at your face any longer than I must. Come.
Where to?
The stables. My men are preparing to depart.
This thing between you and Master Mirror, your quarrel, really rather not get involved.
You already are, I fear. He did something for you. Now you've a debt to repay. Am I right?
Yes.
But try your best, and your debt shall be absolved. What?
What he said about the prince, that true? You turn him into a toad?
Perhaps. Or perhaps the Ophiri Dauphin ate something that disagreed with him. You never know with their cuisine.
Never heard of food that turns men into monsters.
Then perhaps it was something he drank. I cast the curse. Revenge for a deep disappointment. I was another man then. Let rage get the better of me and hollered the words without ever thinking they could possibly come true.
Could have told me the truth about the Toad, having a bit of fun at my expense.
I simply wanted the beast dead. I could not know you would respond to the notice. Pure coincidence. Yeah, I must admit, when you, a witcher, answered the call, I thought it right. It's what you lot are trained to do.
Might have been able to lift the curse.
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Then again, why bother?
He was a human being. Guess I gotta pop the question directly. What do I need to do for you?
Let me think. We're currently without a roof over our head.
His house?
So surprised. But why? I'm up. What's the meaning of this? Second leave of your senses? You mean to mount... Out of my sight, wretch!
Aye.
My brother. Oh, none rival Vladimir at feasting, carousing. Sadly, he's been celebrating less of late. You must find him, and show him the time of his life. My second request.
Fine, seems easy enough. And the third?
Complete those 2, then we shall speak of the third.
hints where I should go?
You must be mad.
Once I'm done with those two, where will I find you?
I cannot know.
Fine. See you there. The brother shouldn't be too hard, but the house?
Actually, the opposite. I wouldn't worry about the house. The brother will be the tough bit.
Olgierd's brother. Why do you think he'll be tough?
I'm afraid he's dead. Has been for...
Never agreed to necromancy.
Necromancy is hardly your only option for reviving us.
That's like choosing between pestilence and the plague.
Blood.
Where do you get this?
Geralt, aren't you the curious one? Assume it to be von Everett blood. Geralt, I cannot... The von Evericks are well known in these parts. The charming redhead, for instance.
Borsodi's house. No idea how I'm supposed to bring him that.
The only Borsodi I know of around here runs an auction house in Oxenfurt. They must have relocated. You just might get an opportunity to ask them why.
Fine, I'll go there. Then what?
How should I know? Perhaps you'll get in... Oh, and take plenty of coin. I have a feeling it could come in handy. A bit more enthusiasm, Witcher.
Yay, can't...
I shall find you. Good luck, Geralt.
I've tested the slime samples. I believe I'll be able to brew an antidote.
Good. A pox in an army can prove more ravaging than even their fiercest foe. Your service will be recognized.
How? Will I get a toad-shaped medal?
The army's not got any medal like that.
Geralt? Are you alright? What's that on your face?
Long story.
We're conducting important business. Yous can catch up later.
Yes. Right. I'll get to work on the antidote. Shouldn't take long.
Tasty number, that medic. Not like a scholar at all.
Interesting. Curious to know, what do scholars look like to your mind?
Well, all that reading's hard on the eyes, right?
Oh, aye. Thick ones. Prop to... Who've they got to dress up for?
Fascinating, really. But if I...
Huh? Why's that?
Because when you get cut in a battle, she might just refuse to stitch you back up.
You're a lucky bastard, Witcher. We've seen her making eyes at you. Not like she looks at us. Isn't that right?
It'd take a blind man to shrug and turn away.
Too true. Meantime, you witches have got...
Here's the medicine. It's a strong solution, so careful with the dosage. Each patient gets exactly 2 drops after meals, 3 times a day. At the most, in 3-4 days, the infection should recede.
I thank you. In Redania's glorious name.
Serving the...
I serve individuals. I treat them. That they're Redanians is coincidental. I'd help Nilfgaardians as well were I in a position to. Kaedwenis, Aedirnian, elves, dwarves,
Aside from the incident in the sewers, we last saw each other. Must have been in Vizima.
Yes. Yes. When it was ravaged by the Catriona.
Feels like a century ago. Where have you been? What have you been doing since?
Well, I left Vizima and returned to Oxenfurt, proceeded to finish my doctorate, and then opened a practice. Shortly thereafter, war broke out, and I was press-ganged into the Redanian Medical Corps.
Yeah, classic.
Can't complain, really. Though I must always...
Shani, I need your help this time.
I'd guess this wasn't... Is it at all related to... Ah, and you must...
Where do I start? Alright. Monster in the sewers turned out to be a giant toad, and this toad was actually a prince, an Ophiri one at that.
And I'm a Kaviri Duchess.
It's the truth, uncolored, I swear. When I killed the toad, some Ophiri soldiers led by a mage showed up, captured a man named Gontaro Dim.
Who's this?
Could be a mage.
You don't know?
He's very powerful. He helped me out of a bind. Now he expects me to fulfill some nobleman's wishes in return. First one's to summon the ghost of his brother, then show him the time of his life.
Amuse a ghost?
Not my chief
But that's necromancy.
Odim told me how to do... Gave me this.
No, that can be arranged. They keep one in a storehouse at the academy.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Neither do I, but I don't really have any options.
I understand. Whose ghost?
Olgierd von Everek's brother.
Von Everek? In my 3rd year at Oxenfurt, we had to choose an elective. My options... I chose the latter. Here it is. Von Igrid, Von Estiken... Von Everek! It says Olgierd had a brother named...
Thanks. Knew I could count on you.